Hi, my name's Ravina. I am 19 years old and I'm currently in my first year studying public relations at Leeds Beckett University. In this vlog for my Foundations for Marketing module, I'm going to be covering a definition of marketing, my interpretations of marketing myths, and marketing organisations and their different orientations. Firstly, what is marketing? Marketing places the customer at the heart of all business decisions. The Chartered Institute of Marketing, or CIM, defines marketing as the management process of anticipating, identifying and satisfying customer requirements profitably. The first marketing myth I'm going to discuss is that a satisfied customer is a loyal customer. This myth suggests that if a customer is happy with the product or services purchased, they are likely to become loyal towards that brand and continually choose products by that brand over that of a competitor. In theory, this myth is true, as if I were to buy a product and were happy with it, why would I risk changing the product for something that I may become unsatisfied with? However, in reality, this is not the case. If I were to buy a washing detergent and were happy with the end product, that does not mean I would then repurchase the product when next in a supermarket. I may see a similar product that does the same function that is on offer from a different brand, and that may then choose that one instead due to the price difference. This shows that no matter how satisfied I or other consumers are with a product, satisfaction is not the only reason that consumers and customers stay loyal towards one brand. Another marketing myth is that the customer is king or queen. When considering that marketing should place the customer at the heart of all decision making and planning, you would think this would be the case, and it is for many brands. Unfortunately, there are many where this is not the case. One example of this would be Apple. In 2010, when the company released the iPhone 4, it received many complaints from left-handed customers who said that when holding the phone in their left hand, they lost signal compared to when holding it in their right. This was due to a design flaw, which meant the way in which left-handed people held the phone blocked the antenna. If the customer were king or queen, Apple could have addressed the problem by resolving the issue in the second batch or recalling the products that were out and faulty. However, this did not happen. Owner of Apple, Steve Jobs, responded to the problem by saying, "Just don't hold it in that way." This does not show an appreciation or consideration for the customers of the brand. Additionally, Apple did sell a rubber bumper which could be placed on the phone and protected the sensitive areas causing the loss of signal. However, these were retailed on the Apple Store for approximately £25. This meant that the customer were having to pay an additional amount of money for a product that they did not damage, which was already expensive in the first place. This reiterates the fact that the customers are not always king or queen. As if they were, problems like this should have been resolved in a way that did not cause the customer to have to spend more money, especially on products which further profited the brand, especially brands as successful and influential as Apple. Another marketing myth is that a big name brand can sustain high prices. This is true for some designer brands such as Chanel, who can market and sell their clothing for prices north of £13,000. Equally as big brands such as Primark also sell clothing, however their prices start on average at £4. This is because the market they are selling to is different. Chanel is a high-end brand selling luxury products to a niche audience. However, Primark is a high street brand selling products to your everyday consumer who does not have the same budget as somebody who can afford to shop at Chanel. If Primark were to inflate their prices, they would lose customers as it would not be fitting with the market and products they are selling to. This would mean these high prices would be unsustainable. It has been argued that this is because it comes down to whether the customers perceive the goods or services to be worth it. A fourth marketing myth is that a big name brand is invincible. Whilst this would seem logical, it is not always the case and has been proven throughout history by many large and influential brands going bankrupt and closing down due to poor management decisions and marketing practices. An example of this would be British Home Stores, who were declared bankrupt and forced to close down all UK stores earlier on in 2016. BHS was a highly trusted and popular brand. However, though the brand had been running for approximately 88 years, its reputation as a strong brand was unable to protect itself from the ramifications of the poor marketing choices made. Now, I'm going to discuss different companies and their market orientation. Traditionally, there are 4 types of market orientation: production orientation, product orientation, sales orientation, and marketing orientation. A production orientated company focuses on the production of the product. An example of this would be Heinz Beans. Heinz Beans do not focus on changing their products for the customers. They have been making them for many years and know what works. Instead, they focus on mass producing their beans in the most cost-effective way. If they are able to save 1 pence on each tin made, then that would make a huge difference on the company and is what they strive to do. A product-orientated company is not customer-centric. They focus on expanding and improving their existing products. They may not take into consideration feedback given by customers on previous products which they aim to expand. The motivation for doing so is that they aim to improve on internal and external rivals. An example of a product-orientated company would be Apple. When they bring out their new iPhones, they do not always think of what the customer wants. They are thinking of ways they can improve their phones to make them better than that of their competitors. For example, the new iPhone 7, which has just been released, no longer features the headphone jack. No customers requested that this be removed because the phone was too thick. This is something Apple have decided to do on their own based on their research that they have done into improving the slimness of their phones and beating that of their competitors. A sales-orientated company generally follow the rule that they sell, they produce. They do not necessarily aim to be the best in the market, but they do aim to have high market shares. An example of this would be Dell. Dell PCs sell a lot of laptops and computers each year and are at the top of the market. They do this through using a lot of above-the-line advertising and rely heavily on promotion in order to do so. A marketing-orientated company aims to sell what the customer wants. They go out and identify what needs of the customers are not being satisfied by what's already in the market. Often products bought from a market-orientated company are completely customizable. This means that the customers have complete creative control over what they receive. They are not given a list of options. Anything they want possible within reason is able to achieve. An example of this would be Sharps Furniture. The company Sharps do bespoke fitted wardrobes for bedrooms. This makes the brand market orientated, as buying furniture for bedrooms from other stores may not be completely customizable. You may have to deal with what you have. However, Sharps aim to make their furniture suitable for all consumers so it can fit with every customer's needs. That was just one example of market orientations. There are various interpretations of how markets are orientated, and these have changed throughout time and depending on who you ask and what sources you use. All in all, I have enjoyed my first few weeks studying at Leeds Becker University in my Foundations for Marketing course. I hope you all enjoyed and thank you for watching.